This is going to be a singles reading for the sign of Virgo. Going to be a singles reading for the sign of Virgo. This is a general reading. It won't resonate with everybody. So take what you need, leave the rest. This is for my Virgo singles. I want to thank everybody who has subscribed to the channel. We hit a small milestone of 250 subscribers. It may not sound big, but it's a big deal to me. And I just really appreciate everybody's support in growing the channel. And it's just been a pleasure connecting with all of you on this energetic level and doing these readings and hopefully helping somebody out there. That's the gig. So this is a new deck. It's extremely rigid still. It's extremely stiff on shuffling, so please bear with me. I'm sure this looks like a hot mess trying to shuffle this deck, but I got to break it in somehow. So the only way to break it in is to do readings. So here we are. This is for my Virgo singles. And right now we're just asking what is coming in. Actually, not what's coming in. That's not what we're asking. We're just going to ask right now what's going on around you. What's happening in your energy? Any advice that you might need for my Virgo singles. This deck is like a tribute to the artist Alphonse Mucha, and it's just a stunning deck. The images are stunning. It's gorgeous. I love it. We'll be using it a lot, but gotta break it in. Okay, we're gonna go one more time. What's happening for my Virgo singles? What's happening for my Virgo singles? Okay, just gonna get one more card. Okay. Why are these pages here? Is this like external energy coming in, or what is this? Okay, so I feel, Virgo, like you might be in a phase of kind of discovery right now. Like you may be just like in a time of almost like a quest of discovering the unknown, like when it comes to yourself, like a self-discovery kind of adventure, kind of getting to know yourself, getting to know what your victory looks like, what success looks like for you. You may be kind of going internal and like assessing what that is for you, what that looks like for you. I feel like there's a real desire to get more clarity here on what's going to be successful for you. So I feel like you may be a little bit in hermit mode right now. Like you may be a little bit isolated. You may be going a little bit internal while you learn. These pages are here. They're learners. And when I clarified, there's a card coming up about showing up to fight for it. So this is like learning about your strengths. I think that you're in a place of like really uncovering what your strengths are, because you really would like to see some success on the path probably of love. I mean, this is, you know, people are showing up for tarot to watch about love. So that's likely what's being questioned here. So I'd say that you're on a journey of discovery here. You may be doing like a lot of reflection right now, a lot of internal work, a lot of examination of kind of uncovering like parts of yourself that maybe where you haven't been clear on, like ways that you've been operating that maybe haven't been successful for you. I feel like there's a real desire here to uncover internally for yourself, like how to pave a road to a more successful like way of navigating when it comes to relationships. But I feel like you're doing that in a very isolative kind of mode. I feel like you are learning a lot right now. You're learning how to let go of fear. You're learning how to let go of fear of outcomes. It could be that in the past, historically, you've had like a strong attachment to being afraid of how things turn out. And so sometimes when we're stuck in that, we almost like magnetize that type of ending to us, of like things turning out poorly, like what we're afraid of, we kind of manifest that in, right? If we're afraid that something's going to go badly, usually it does, because we're magnetizing in what we're focused on. So I think you're reorienting your focus onto success. And I think that might be helping you kind of let go of your internal fears of outcomes. And if you haven't yet kind of come to that place, I would say this is a good time to do work on that, around letting go of fear of outcome, letting go of fear-based navigation, period. You will find so much more success with that when you kind of turn the focus to how you want things to look, as opposed to how you are afraid of things turning out, so that you can kind of magnetize in like how you want things to turn out, right? You've got to future orient your thinking, and that means stepping out of fear of outcomes and sort of just seeing it the way and feeling it the way that you want it to turn out, and the way that you want your life to look, and the way you want your love life to look. It's very important to get focused on a future oriented way of being, and that doesn't involve fear. That involves getting excited about your future and looking into you know, what you want it to be like. What does your success look like? And once you know what your success looks like, you'll be able to dive right into it. So I feel like you're in a learning phase. I feel like you're stepping into your strength. You're really strong. You're showing up to fight for this. Like, you're showing up for yourself right now. This is you showing up in your power. And this is a determination in you to get this right. This is like a determination in you to get to know yourself better, so that you can have success, so that you can dive off the edge, so that you can step out of fear of outcomes. So this is a learning phase. This is where you're learning about communicating. You're learning about loving. I feel like you're in a heavy learning phase, but you're fighting for it. You're fighting to learn this. You're really in this. You're really in this and fighting to get these lessons, you know? It's like you want this. You want to know how to love. You want to learn how to love. You want to learn how to communicate. You want to learn the art of both of these aspects. And that's a really beautiful thing. Make sure that if you're being too isolated, that you don't stay in isolation too much. It's okay to be meditative. It's okay to introspect, but make sure that you're allowing your community to kind of support you in this. Make sure that you're getting out there and doing things that you love, and focusing on what makes you happy. That'll help you kind of come to a more whole place, and that'll help you discover better ways of loving and better ways of communicating when you're really developing a good foundation of self-love. And so we can't do that when we're in our cave, right? So get out there and do what you love. Go walk on the shore, go walk in the woods, go to the bookstore, whatever it is for you that brings you joy. Make sure that you're doing that. And don't stay shut down too much. It's good to take time to introspect and meditate and get clarity on what you want and uncover those parts of yourself, but make sure that you're not spending all your time doing that. Okay. Okay, Virgo, so we're going to look at what's coming in for you. What type of energy is coming in for you? What's coming in for my Virgo singles? What's coming in for my Virgo singles? It's so frustrating breaking in a new deck, I have to tell you. It hurts your fingers, it hurts your arms. They're like, some decks come in so stiff. Not all, but some do. So this is a particularly rigid deck. Okay, what's coming in around my Virgos? Going to go one more time so we can get a nice clean reading, and then we'll dive into what's coming in for you, Virgo. What's coming in for my Virgo singles? So listen, there may be some more time before you can kind of make a decision about what direction you want to go in terms of love. there may be some more time of like not being able to really see which way to go, because I feel like there's just still some focus on this past lack, this past loss. This card is telling you, literally telling you, to get support around you. This is a person who's in pain. This is a person who feels a lack of support. So I would say that the indication here to help you get unstuck about this is to look to the support around you. You've got support around you. You've just got to open your eyes and see it, right? And if you can do that, if you can get support around you, I think it'll help you get unstuck, and it's going to help you kind of recover from the pains of the past, right? This is really, Moon card is here again. There's some heavy indication here to change the focus. There's some heavy indication here to change the focus. Virgo, if you're having a tendency to be focused on the lack, and the things that have happened in the past that have hurt you, I'm going to say that there's a real strong message here to do some more work with that, putting down the pain. Well, 10 of Swords is like, it's about kind of being in a stuck place, right? Well, not stuck. It's being in a place of pain, right? Flat on the floor with 10 swords in your back, but it's also a place of completion. So it's a phase where it's time for this pain to end, right? It's time for this pain to end. It's time for this period of lack and loss and a lack of support to end. And so I think if you can get support around you and pull yourself a little, if you're in an isolated mode, go ahead and try to pull yourself out of isolation mode and get some support around you from people that you trust and people that love you. And I think that you'll see some serious movement, some swift momentum here, some swift momentum in your healing process. And I think if you can shift the focus, right? If you can shift the focus out of the lack and loss mentality and the fear mentality and get really future oriented on what you want things to look like, what you want your victory to look like, what you want success to look like for you, you're going to see a big opening of fast momentum right towards what you want. And what is that? That is a long-term committed union. That's a long-term committed union. There's a beautiful union here coming in for you. I want to get some clarity on why the Moon card is here again. I think you've got some more self-discovery to do on this journey. Some more awareness around shifting your thoughts out of lack and out of loss and into forward-oriented thinking and feeling. Get yourself oriented to the future. Get yourself oriented to what you want it to look like. I think there's a very heavy message here for you, Virgo. Yeah. And when you do that, you're going to get balance with knowing your internal self. I think that there might be a possibility of a balanced union coming in for you, although I don't feel like this is coming really fast. I think that this is like there's a little distance between you and this because there's some work to be done on this getting reoriented. But again, once you do that, once you do the work and you kind of get oriented into your future, you're going to see some swift momentum, and you're going to see momentum straight towards a balanced, beautiful new beginning, like a beautiful union. This has long-term. This is long-term union. This is long-term harmonious, balanced union. This can be marriage, right? So this is coming down the pike for you, but you've got some roadblocks in the way that you need to work on. This won't be for every Virgo out there, but this message is specifically for someone probably out there who needs to hear this today. You've got to pull your head out of the lack mentality, and you'll be able to do that through support. Get support around you, and you're going to come to a close of this time of being focused on like what has hurt you in the past, and you're going to have momentum where it's like, it's just going to be, it's going to take off like a rocket. But the key to it is reorienting your thoughts into future, sort of future oriented thinking. Yeah, that's how you're going to magnetize in these changes and this union. And so there's a little bit more time of like getting to know yourself. This is going to be a self-discovery journey for you, but this is going to be you finding the balance on all the spinning, moving parts that are going on in your life. You may have like a lot of things going on right now, and it may be hard for you to kind of find your footing, but you will find your balance. You're going to find your balance. And when this union hits, it's going to be somebody who is loyal, somebody who's clear, concise, transparent, trustworthy, somebody who knows exactly what they want. And this is someone who's coming in to be a protector for you. And this is definitely like a very clear kind of love. This King of Wands doesn't come in to bring this kind of pain. This King of Wands doesn't stick his knives in your back. It doesn't stick his knives in your heart. He protects you with this sword against other people. That's what this king does, right? So this is a beautiful energy coming in for you, but you've got to open the door for it by getting your focus out of this sort of lack and loss. All right, Virgo. So that's the advice for you. But this is beautiful. What's possibly coming in for you. I'm going to say, don't block your blessings by staying stuck on what's gone wrong in the past. That's a big key to this. So, you know, open your mind to the horizon of the future and like the possibilities. Know that you, Virgo, you're not limited. You are not limited in what you can achieve and what type of love you can experience. So don't let the experiences of your past leave you feeling limited. You're not limited. It's totally unlimited for you. You can change the whole game. But that starts within. That starts with getting to know yourself. That starts with loving yourself. That starts with finding your internal balance. And it also entails getting some support and kind of cutting ties with that old pain and that old way of looking at things. All right. Okay, that's your reading, Virgo. Hopefully this resonated. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. It helps me grow the channel. And if it didn't, you can watch your sun, moon, and rising for more resonance in your other placements. But I just want to thank you for coming out today and receiving this reading. I really appreciate your all of your support, Virgo. Okay, thank you so much. Take care.